Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new as well. My name is Lakna. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, I want to talk about the upcoming full moon, which is also a lunar eclipse that is happening on the 17th of October. So we have a few more days to prepare. And in Vedic Sidereal astrology, this full moon, I believe, is happening at the very last degrees of Revati Nakshatra, which is at the very end of the cycle of in the sign of Pisces. So we are really completing a cycle at the time of this full moon, and full moons are already a massive time of completion, of endings, of closure, of letting go and releasing. But I feel especially at the time of this full moon with happening in this nakshatra, we are really ending some cycles. And being connected to Rahu, this full moon is also really helping us align with our true destiny, our fate, the direction that we're supposed to go in this life, and really, bringing in those destined, fated events and sometimes unpredictable sort of things can happen to realign ourselves with truly where we're supposed to be, what we're supposed to do, where we're supposed to go. This can be through external events and situations, and circumstances can happen not to us but for us, and also internal thought processes and epiphanies, wake-up calls to really help us realign and redirect our lives. Before I get into my video, I just want to do a little close-up just to show you where this full moon is going to be in the sky, which is this is a visual representation, this beautiful artwork, which you can have personalized through my Etsy website if you are interested in having your own birth chart illustrated in this physical form. But for this full moon, it will be happening right here in this constellation of Revati, and this is Lord Pushan over here. This is the zodiac of Pisces, so it'll be right here in the sky. And yeah, this is just a visual representation. I just wanted to show you all a quick close-up in case anyone was interested. But yes, I will get back into the video. Pisces is ruled by the planet Jupiter and also Neptune, and Revati Nakshatra is ruled by the planet Mercury. So Jupiter, Neptune, and Mercury, and also Rahu, which is in Pisces. These are some of the significant planetary energies right now playing a huge part in this, what is being illuminated by the energies of the moon right now to help us understand ourselves deeper and to help us release whatever is coming up and let go, so that we can start this new cycle that is more aligned with our destiny and our true path and our true purpose. So Jupiter recently made a big shift, going retrograde in Taurus, and this was on October 9th, and Jupiter will be retrograde until February 2025. So the planet Jupiter, which rules things to do with our growth and expansion, so the higher learning and wisdom that we need to grow, to expand, and to feel abundant and lucky and understand those energies, which requires having faith in life and faith in this universe. These are some of the themes of Jupiter. Jupiter is going back into our past to help us reflect in our life, wherever we have Taurus in our chart, whatever house, whatever planets, we are reflecting on these Taurian or Taurus related themes to do with Jupiter. And Taurus is all about beauty and Venusian love, art, material abundance, money, wealth. So that sort of ties into those Jupiter themes. But now, with Jupiter being highlighted in this full moon in Pisces, we are thinking about these Jupiterian themes in a more spiritual sense, which makes sense with this Nakshatra Revati, which is known as the wealthy star. But wealth doesn't necessarily mean money or abundance, and it can, that is a big part of it in this material world that we live in. But Pisces is at the very end of the zodiac. Pisces is all about the soul wealth, the spiritual wealth that comes from really going within and understanding our connection to life and to others and to nature, and having that wisdom, having that emotional connection and depth and all of that. So this is a time where we can really reflect on what we truly need for our souls to feel happy and wealthy and abundant. And this doesn't necessarily mean material wealth and what our typical society deems to be success and wealth and, you know, things like that that are more ego focused. So not to say that money and wealth and abundance is at all negative, but it's just a time to reflect on having that balance of what true wealth means to us. It's really interesting as well that this specific nakshatra has a divine connection to the theme or the construct of time, which time is just a human construct that we have created to understand what time actually is. And with Jupiter going retrograde now, we're moving back to our past, so we are really able to tap into multiple timelines and multiple sort of memories from the past and themes of the past, which can really resurface, especially at the time of this full moon, but also until February next year. Memories and themes and situations and things resurface for us to reintegrate and to process and to see in a new perspective. And Jupiter is really helping us to see things in a new light and to sort of evolve past reoccurring patterns and cycles that we have been maybe continuously reliving. It's time to reintegrate, reprocess and release, and then realign into a more powerful path that is more aligned with our higher selves. Because this full moon is happening at the very last degrees of Revati Nakshatra, this is at what is called Gandanta, where we're moving from very deep, emotional, sensitive, so deeply, intensely feeling sign of Pisces, moving into the fire sign of Aries, which is so fast and so ready to move forward and start this new beginning. But we have to complete something first. We have to complete a cycle, and there is these karmic knots that have been blocking our path and blocking our way forward and holding us back, limiting us and sort of weighing us down, that now the rose-colored glasses that sometimes the Neptune in Pisces tends to bring out, where we get into this sort of delusion of what life truly is, and not really seeing it in this real sort of realistic way, because it's something beautiful about a lot of us humans is that we do see the best in people and in the people around us, and we have so much love to give, and we just expect the best. We expect that everyone has the same heart as us, but it's not always the case. And with Mercury ruling Revati, Mercury is our intellect and our logic, and this also needs to step in this time, and the full moon is going to be illuminating to us any sort of illusions that we have been having about our life. And these can be some really deep, intense things that we have been not seeing for a very long time can surface at the time of this full moon. And Mercury is going to give us this sort of ability to be logical and realistic about it. And the rose-colored glasses of Neptune are coming off now with this full moon, with Pisces really being ready to illuminate to us what we need to release and let go of, and to really sort of change in our life. This is the time for us to change and let go and transform and really transmute some energies. We are moving into a lot more Scorpio, like a lot of planets will be moving into Scorpio soon, so we will be going through this energy of death and rebirth, and needing to transmute and transform our lives. So yeah, this is what is coming up for us. Revati is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is our intellect, our logic, our sort of practical, logical mind, and Mercury is also the messenger. It's how we communicate across and interact with the people around us, and also how we interact within, like with ourselves. Then Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter versus Mercury, we need to balance those two planetary themes. Jupiter is more about the higher intuitive understanding and wisdom that we can gain through really, listening to nature, listening to the signs and synchronicities and to the divine, and meditating and connecting, really deeply connecting with ourselves, with our soul, going within. But then there's that logical, intellectual knowledge as well that we gain through Mercury, which is also really important. So this can come up right now, is like needing to understand and balance these energies and discern what is real truth, which usually comes through that more Jupiterian energy of tapping into the higher wisdom and intuition, of really listening to, listening to your gut, listening to your heart, listening to your soul. Usually tells you what the truth is. But there is so much knowledge in our world right now. How do we discern the truth? Well, Jupiter will help us to do that, and to help us align more with real, true wealth. And what does that mean to you? That is something to reflect on in this time, with this star that wants us to gain true wealth, true abundance, and yeah, whatever that means for you. The deity that rules over Revati Nakshatra is Lord Pushan, who is a powerful guide that really basically guarantees us safe travels. And Jupiter is, this expansive energy that wants us to explore and experience and learn. So this is something that we can think about at the time of this full moon. It's a very auspicious time to really reflect and plan and allow those inspired thoughts to come up about how we want to experience more in our life. Lord Pushan is also known to be a great protector and nurturer and nourisher of the animals of our land, the flocks and the herds. And this is really a time for us to pay our respects and really honor and appreciate the creatures and the animals that are amongst us here on earth, and really reflect on our connection and our relationship with them and how we view them and what they mean to us. And you know, the animals do so much for us, and we do need to pay our respects. Also, it's a time to reflect on the way that we nurture and nourish and protect our own selves, our mind, our body, our heart, and our spirit. How do we actually nurture ourselves? What do we actually consume on a day-to-day basis that keeps us strong on that mind, body, spirit level? But also, what do we do to protect ourselves? Not coming from a fear-based perspective, but more of that Mercurian, logical, practical mindset, and also the Jupiterian wisdom of discernment, that we live in a world of duality where there is neither good or bad, but everything exists. All emotions, all types of people exist as well. And taking off those rose-colored glasses of Neptune, not everybody has the same heart as you. Not everybody has the same intentions as you do. So you do need to protect yourself. You need to protect your peace. You need to protect your energy. No matter how pure you are, no matter how good your intentions are, there will be people who don't want to see you succeed, who don't agree with you, who don't resonate with you. And this sort of resistance can create energies that you do actively need to protect yourself from. So that is something to think about as well. And what do you do for yourself, for your energy? You know, things like going out into nature regularly and grounding yourself and connecting with the earth, meditating, allowing yourself to quieten and protect your inner world by actually giving yourself the space when you need it. You know, there's lots of practices that you can do. Some people love to move their bodies, to move the energy, to help transmute it. Breath work is another one. Journaling is another really powerful one, especially with the theme of Mercury, which Revati rules Mercury. Journaling is like the messenger releasing from your mind onto the paper. So in that way, you're also transmuting and releasing. And this full moon lunar eclipse is all about releasing, letting go. Whatever you need to do, whatever practice to transmute and alchemize the energies inside of you and the karmic knots that need to unwind and loosen and flow, so that the energy within your being, within your vessel, within your mind, within your heart and your soul can just be in flow and be in harmony, so that you can tap more into that natural flow state where you are moving in alignment. And we are always moving in alignment, so there's never any reason to be in fear or worried or anxious, because everything is happening perfectly. Everything is happening in divine timing. And this full moon is really going to help us understand that, if we can really listen to that wisdom of Revati, who wants us to understand this energy of time that it is just a construct, and I believe we truly can enter into any timeline that we wish, and we just have to release the mental, emotional, and physical limitations and the barriers that we actually put on ourselves, and then we can enter into any timeline. The time is a construct, but the place where you want to be, anything is possible. And it's just a matter of releasing and realigning and becoming more and more of the authentic versions of who we're supposed to be. So it's all happening in divine timing, and it's all happening when we are truly, truly ready for it on a deep soul level. And this full moon is really a powerful time for us to sort of wrap up the loose ends so we can start a new, real powerful cycle. And if we really want to, we can sort of accelerate forward into like jump into a really, like, what may seem to be a faraway timeline. Nothing is far, not like it's all a construct. So wherever you want to be in your life, wherever you think is like your goals in your life, and where you want to be and what you want to do for yourself, why limit yourself to a specific time where you can achieve that? It is all a construct. So yeah, I hope these are some things that you can reflect on at the time of this full moon. I wish you all so much healing and so much flow and so much, alchemy in transmuting all of these powerful energies and themes that are arising for us all to really heal. So yeah, I love you all, and I will see you all in my next video.